We recording. We were just talking about that verse.
Yeah,
We recording, but he killed. When I first heard Renegade, the first time I heard Renegade, Nas didn't have to break it down. Me say Jay got killed on his own verse. When I heard Jay verse, because when I heard Jay verse, I'm like, wow, this shit hot.
Oh shit.
And I heard M verse, I'm like, oh shit. Then when I heard Jay's second verse, I'm like, this nigga is trying to make up from getting smashed by M's first verse. And then M win again. I'm like, yo, you lost. It's like come on, dog.
I
really don't think Jay-Z, Boner Champ, aka the Nard Dog. I don't think Jay-Z care. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You care,
because
bro.
Everybody else he kills.
Dog, you can't. JC said he cared. I remember Jay was talking about on the interview how when DMX went out, that's another reason.
I heard that. That's performing. DMX different.
Performing. Jay wouldn't have did a verses with DMX. Can you imagine if Jay did a verses with DMX live? How the Locks did to John? He would have got smoked.
Nah, he would have got smoked. If he would have just did a verses, then he would have won. If he would have did a performance versus, he would have lost. He could lose. He could lose.
DMX went easy on fucking Snoop. DMX could have did his verses with his first two albums and completely not just them two albums.
And I think you also mean Prime DMX.
Snoop?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. We on the East Coast. That's the East Coast. I feel like that's the East Coast mind state. Yeah, it was love for DMX, but you talking about DMX? You talking about Snoop? Now,
dog, come on, dog, for real, Snoop, dog.
Who
Snoop?
You talking about this day and time?
Snoop cross borders.
Snoop, who's from the West Coast, who got the whole West Coast and a lot of the East Coast, and then there's DMX, who has a lot of fans worldwide too. I don't think he just smoked Snoop.
I think you mean Prime DMX is what I think.
Even then, I don't think because a Prime DMX versus a Prime Snoop is a fucking battle.
No, it is a battle. Prime DMX has that.
I don't know, bro.
Prime DMX has Prime Snoop, dog.
Prime DMX, dog. DMX
has Prime Snoop
on, dog.
He got Prime Snoop,
Prime DMX.
Now longevity. No, nobody beats. I was just talking to my wife yesterday, because my nieces who are fucking 9 know who Snoop is, and I was like, that's fucking strange. How do they know who Snoop is? So no, longevity. Nobody has Snoop. Even Jay-Z does not have Snoop.
Tell me,
Prime DMX versus Prime Snoop. Like in a concert, Prime DMX has Snoop.
Oh, you talking about like performance wise?
Like performance? Yeah, Prime DMX has Snoop.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's dark as hell.
Performance wise, DMX is But I'm thinking like a versus, like just a versus, them on a versus playing songs.
Think about this shit. It's dark and hell. It's dark and hell is hot. Name a song you skipped on there.
I know. We had this conversation. I've never skipped any.
You skip songs on every album, even on your best artists. You skip shit. Like even when you go back to re-listen to the shit, you skip. It's dark as hell's hot. I can just drive, never have to touch this shit. Just don't have to touch the CD. Shit just plays. Even the skits.
When you start reminiscing, that nigga get animated.
Because dog, you have to think about
back in '98.
Listen.
He is front and center.
But going back to Renegade, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna hit going back to Renegade.
Yo, that's Prime Kev.
I just pulled up
the Prime Kev.
I just went back. I just pulled the verse up for Renegade, John. This is M. Since we're in a position to talk to kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it when I'm in it for a minute, because they call me a menace. And if the shoe fits, I wear it. But if it don't, y'all swallow the truth. Swallow the truth, grin and bear it. Now these kings of the root. I'm the king of these rules.
All right, let's stop.
Let's stop. I'm just sorry because this shit is so complex. This shit is so complex. I can't even read it.
Because he's trying to rap it and read it. It's different because his cadence is fucking unorthodox and crazy. You can't read it, rap it. You can't.
Because that was at the time when M, you remember M was like getting banned. Like that was the time niggas did like, yo, M couldn't come out now. M couldn't be a new artist and try to release now. He would get fucking Me Too.
Talking about beginning of M?
Nah, he would. He wouldn't because because this is the shock era. So this nigga. So imagine him.
That nigga was talking about killing gay people.
Go back to when M came in the game. Number one, I was an M fan when he came in. I actually had the Welcome to the Eminem show, like, which is weird. I don't. It's like, why would I?
I
actually had it.
I had it too.
So when I say with that, the shit that nigga was talking about, he was talking about fucking even the next album, he was talking about fuck Britney Spears, fuck Christina Aguilera, fuck NSYNC. This nigga is the shock MC. He's saying shit that when he says it, you like, wait, what?
It was, dog. But he was talking about
killing your fucking baby mom.
He talking about killing gay people. He was talking about the drugs he was talking about doing at the time. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, you know what it was? This is why I love hip hop back then.
Why you love him?
Not love him, but I love hip hop in that era. You cannot be the same as everybody else, right? Listen to music right now. It sounds like one.
Let's go.
Sounds like one continuous track playing on and on and on and on and on. Back then, you had different niggas. Capone and Noriega didn't. As close as they wanted, like niggas try to compare them to Mobb Deep, they did not want to be Mobb Deep. They was Capone and Noriega. They both happened to be for Queens, but they like, yo, we are going to separate ourselves from these two niggas. Nowadays, it's like, yo, who's hot? Oh, Future's hot. Let me sound like Future and make a song. Designer did that shit. Migos is hot. Let me rap like the Migos. It's like y'all niggas don't.
I'm
Y'all
gonna break
niggas,
it all down.
Y'all don't sound. Think about how different dudes used to sound back then. Go ahead, Dre.
It got to do with the algorithm, don't it?
Let me break music down.
Go ahead,
right
break
now.
Break it down.
And what he's saying is true. It's an algorithm. So where people started sounding alike comes from the beats. Let me explain. Which is a reason why I look at music now as like a redheaded stepchild for me. Because I'm like, y'all still there, right?
Yeah, we still
solo. So the reason why I look at it as a redheaded stepchild is because, and I make this joke and I'm serious about it. I say, you don't know what a hit is. I don't know what a hit is anymore. The reason why is because not only is I, a guy who's been making music for years, looked at chord books and really tried and really can't make a beat without a MIDI keyboard. The way I look at it is I'm putting music together. If it doesn't sound like music, I don't put it together. I'll get to my point. The way these kids are looking at music is it is a number system. Okay? All of them have Fruity Loops. There is nobody with Reason anymore. You understand? There is no one with Reason anymore. And there is nobody with MPCs anymore. Literally all of them have a cracked version of Fruity Loops. Okay, so that's one thing. Fruity Loops has something called a piano roll.
Yep, we know about that.
Okay, for the people who don't, a piano roll is, I mean, they'll give you notes on the side and they'll also give you a number of slots. Each number of slots represents a measure. Okay, so the reason why I say they're doing it by numbers is, you know, the claps land on this certain measure when you want a certain type of beat. I want a trap beat. Okay, the claps land on this measure. Okay. Let me take this same snare that everybody else is using. It lands on this measure. Let me take the same. It's a formula now. So with the beats being a formula, now the songs turn into a formula. I am Lil Baby, which I do think Lil Baby can rap. I am the white Lil Baby, another guy who sounds like Lil Baby, who this is a real thing. He sounds like Lil Baby. I am the white Lil Baby. All I have to do is, it's all numbers. All I have to do is hit this certain frequency of vocal range. That's how my voice sounds. Okay? Pick this certain beat that has these paint by numbers beats that you can get from anybody now. Now you can't get it from me. Or you can, but guess what? It's this kid who spends 1 million hours on YouTube loading up beats that he just makes because he paints by numbers. That's the beats you're going to choose. And rather than, hey, it's only 5 producers that I know that I can get beats from, now it's millions. And I can get them from any of y'all, and I can get them for free. I take this beat. Give me a second. I'm going to get to my point. I take this beat. I make the same exact thing, the paint by number shit that this nigga makes. I don't want to be different. I want my shit. Niggas only gonna tell me that my music is good because I sound like this. So what I do is talk about the same shit he talk about, hit the same melodies he hit, right? Pick the same kind of beat he picked. Now I got a carbon copy of the music that everyone likes. Now there's no difference in these guys. And that's why music sounds the same. Continue.
Bro,
I agree.
You
This
remember?
shit, yo, I take drill music for instance.
Oh my god.
So when I first heard drill music, it wasn't really something that I mean I was
new.
into like
I was.
that.
It was
I mean
hot.
it
was
just
new.
no, I mean it just wasn't my style at first, but some I started getting attracted to. You know, what I mean, there's some drill music that I was like, oh, all right, this joint hot, all right, da, da, da. But then when I started listening to the beats of all the different drill musics, all the beats to me were exactly the same. They rapped on it exactly the same. So it sounded like they all meshed. I couldn't tell the difference. With the exception of Lil Durk, I couldn't tell the difference between all these other artists. You know what I mean? Because they sounded alike. You had to have something that really like made you stick out when you did your drill music, some type of a voice that was different. But that's all I heard was the same cadence over and over again to every single song in that genre.
And
So,
all of them ratting on themselves and shit. All drill music do. These niggas talk about a murder they just committed 2 minutes ago. Like,
these niggas is crazy. Yo, these niggas out here, these niggas is crazy, bro.
Y'all wonder why y'all go to jail? Y'all stupid as fuck. Like, bro, but real think about music when we was growing
B-Roy
up.
hop out with that block, with that new Glock. I wish he would run. Like, come on, dog.
But think about music you listen. It's certain songs that I listen to as younger. I listen to now. When I play that song, it pulls me back to that exact day, that exact time. I know what clothes. I know everything that was going on when this song dropped. I'm like, yo, I'm back. I'm back here.
Let me
I don't
quiz
even
you
know
then.
huh?
No, keep going. I just said I'm gonna quiz you then
Dog.
to see what you was thinking about.
I'm gonna tell you when Nas came out. If I Can Rule the World, I remember I never forget this shit. Peanut was a baby. When the song dropped, we had a boom box on the back of his stroller. They was like new Power 99 got this new track from Nas. It played. We were pushing this nigga through a path. Had my shirt off. We was going to play basketball. Going to the court, listening to this song.
Freak nigga.
I had my shirt. Was about to play basketball. Going to the park. I'm pushing the stroller across the street to go to the park while this song is banging. Niggas on the court playing ball, hearing this song like, oh shit, that's that Nas. Still running the full. But this shit is just blaring through the whole fucking playground. And it's like, yo, that's the new joint from, and it goes off, that's the new joint from Nas. Every time I hear that song, I get pulled back to that exact same moment. Anytime, if I rule the world, as soon as that shit comes, I just automatically go back there. I'm like, damn, I'm here again. In 90.
That's crazy. I got the same memory for Styles P when Holiday dropped on the Rough Riders. Yeah, I was in Pleasantville. I was at my mom's crib, and my older brother was there, and we were hanging out with my stepbrother at the time, and we were all outside on the street, and they were playing the Rough Riders anthem, and I'm like, yo, that's my shit right there. But I hadn't heard the full album yet. It was like it literally just dropped. So next thing you know, Holiday came on, and I was stuck. I'm like, nigga, what is this shit right here?
Listen, if you heard it from the P, you ought to know it's the truth.
It's the truth.
I get you kidnapped and raped and thrown off a roof.
When I heard that, I said, that is scary. Why? Who are these people?
You look at this shit like it's only
they do
a
people.
I like it.
When you look at that gun, nigga, like it's only a gat.
Yo,
go ahead. I know you got one, Dre. I know you got a song.
I kind of don't know.
You ain't got nothing.
See, I'm a weirdo. I love I loved. I loved all the Rough Riders shit. That was actually that was my era right there. But to me, R&B holds that spot for me. Now, I'm gonna break it down to which I'm gonna get to it. Give me a second. Give me a second. You know, I was drinking.
Yeah, I've been drinking.
So when it comes to rap and like Rough Rider shit, to me that's like rowdy. Like, yeah, nigga, I remember like that's more like an energy. Like when I play that now, what it takes me back to is just energy. Like when I turn it on and I'm like you heard it from the P or the nose Detroit, get you connected. I'm like this in my car vibing. When it comes to the shit that connects to my memory to an exact moment, that's more R&B to me. So when I think about like like Drew Hill, fucking what's that shit called? I was in 8th grade. Like, and
sleeping in my bed.
Sleeping in my bed.
Is her name.
I can literally. Beauty is something different.
Oh my God,
that goes to a direct person. So I'm gonna leave that there. That goes that memory ties to a direct person. That's something different. But to me, sleeping in my bed, that ties me exactly to my 8th grade class. I'm in it. That's why I said nostalgia is so crazy. And I actually, out of all of my emotions, that might be one of the things that connects to me most is nostalgia. Sleeping in my bed puts me in my 8th grade class. I can see the people in it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like you see the niggas on the court, I literally see Tiffany. I'm going to name people. I see Tiffany. I see Danielle. I see niggas that was literally in my 8th grade class sitting around me as I'm listening to that song. That's the power of nostalgia,
bro. That's like when Raheem bought.
I was about to say something about Raheem too.
He bought the 112 album and with the candy joint on there, peaches and cream.
Oh, I'm talking about something different.
Yeah, peaches and cream. That nigga had that CD playing. I never forget it. I live in West Ackle. This nigga was playing PlayStation.
Now I'm about to fuck you up.
Me and the nigga playing PlayStation. Eating Lifesavers, peaches and cream, dog. Eating the Lifesavers, peaches and cream while playing the game, dog.
And singing peaches and cream.
Yeah, you're a freak boy.
While playing PlayStation.
Right,
dog, I know.
Yo, he really did like that song. I remember that shit.
He loved that song.
Nigga, I had the pole. I remember I had a brand new checker polo shirt. I even got the picture because I know we were doing it. I had a polo shirt. Brand new black polo jeans and all black. I think I had all black Carrie Paytons on my feet. Nigga, that's how much I remember that day. Like
I remember me and Raheem, we were on our way to Darney Park and Boys to Men was playing. Oh, Motown Philly back again. That's how long ago this was. You know what I'm saying?
Best song in history.
And we on the way there, we probably heard that shit like 5 times. That's how fucking hot this shit was. You remember, Darney Park like an hour and some change away from we were in Chislehurst, West Sackles, about an hour and some change away. I remember us on the roller coaster, me and Raheem singing that shit while we getting ready to go up.
That's a good feeling.
Yo, the nostalgia is crazy because it always. I mean, it doesn't necessarily bring you back to a good time.
Not every time.
You know what I mean? Not every song or memory brings you back to a good time, but them good times make you really sit back and be like, yo, the shit that we did. You start thinking about other songs when situation, man, the way that memory connects is insane.
That's why I don't like the YouTube era now. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, like the YouTube TikTok era. Cause like 12, 15 years ago, and my brother can tell y'all, I would literally get on YouTube. That I meant social media when I said that. I would get on YouTube and search up songs that I haven't heard in 20 years. Yeah. So y'all would laugh at me, but those songs bring back a certain memory. So like it's a reason why I might like Kev make fun of me because I might have Britney Spears on my playlist.
Oopsie,
not my main playlist. Not my main playlist, but my like alternate playlist of pop music. The reason why I got Britney Spears on my shit is because I was in high school with Britney Spears and it was this motherfucking white chick. Matter of fact, not even that. I'm sorry. I had Britney Spears on my playlist because that's the song that used to come on the most on MTV at my grandpa's house. You get what I'm saying? That one that I used to make fun of back then. Why they keep getting this white bitch on this motherfucking shit, man? Nobody want to hear this shit, but it used to play over and over again. Now that shit is in my brain and I love it. I love even seeing the imagery from it. Her in the skirt, dancing around, which I used to make fun of. Now I'm looking at it like crazy. But you know what other song hit me like that? And I don't know if it hit y'all like that. 112. What the fuck is that shit called?
See, nigga don't know the song.
Nah, nigga, you know the song.
I know it.
You got pussy to this song before. You got your first piece of pussy to this song. Everybody did.
I made
That's
my
where
daughter the Carl Thomas album.
In the
bedroom, first
on top of my water bed.
I'm kissing you.
Nigga, that shit to this day. That shit make my dick hard to this day.
I do some foul shit. I mean that shit like, oh shit, I love
bro. That shit, it get my dick hard to this day because everything I did was to that song back then, yo.
I think I tried to take a shower with a bitch in that song.
Because he heard the second part of the hook.
I can love you in the shower.
Yep,
that's why I was saying that shit. I'm like, yo, I was
that shit hit, dog.
Yeah.
It hit.
Yeah.
I bet you here goes a song that hit for you. Let me clear my throat. Every time you hear that song, you think of a barbecue.
Party, nigga.
You think of a barbecue in the
nigga.
summertime with your family. You running with your cousins.
Yes.
That song is blaring in the background no matter what.
And even if you white, black, everybody dance to that. You go crazy to that.
I'm about to say party song.
Grabbing a no-name soda.
To get to know you, baby. That's the ultimate party song.
But that only connects to black people too.
Yeah. I don't care.
But let me clear my throat.
No, I'm just saying, like that's my shit.
Let me clear my throat. You was grabbing a doctor. You was grabbing a Dr. Thunder out the joint or some. It wasn't no. You was grabbing some. You was grabbing
Mr.
Grape soda, the grape soda with no name on it. The Days
Mr.
grape
Pibb,
soda. Yeah. The Days grape sodas and shit like that out the cooler.
Bro, what was it? Mountain Ball or
no, nigga. It was fuck, what is it called?
Because you don't remember the ginger ale was like
mellow yellow.
Yeah.
Mellow. Yeah. No, that was a hybrid one. There was
that was Mountain Dew. That was mellow yellow was Mountain Dew.
Mellow yellow was Mountain Dew, nigga.
No, they had another cheaper one than that. Like a shot right version. That's the one.
No, you gotta
used to get the quarter. They used to get quarter. Remember, we used to get quarter cans of soda from.
Yeah, but the joint I was grabbing, the ginger ale was in this white. It was like an all white can with like green lettering on the shit, like it was lime green letter on the shit,
and it was called ginger ale. That's it.
That's it. We didn't know ale. We didn't know ale was just a thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was gingered. No, that's your parents. I'm gonna fucking blow both of y'all minds. I want to keep talking about this. The shit that we remember like that holds a dear, dear, dear place in our heart and really touches us. Your kids will do the same thing for the little shit that you have that they can connect with other people on. Or do y'all think social media took that shit away?
Some of the shit my kids did.
Yeah. Like I drank, so I'm really feeling it right now.
And my son right now remember shit that I don't remember, barbecues that they went to. It's certain shit they remember because which I love about my kids and my cousins' kids is like we strip them of their shit. So you gotta go play hide and go seek. You gotta hear our music blaring in the background. You gotta go have a good time. You're not gonna sit here on your phone. Give me your phone. Your cousins are running around. You're not gonna see them again.
Go enjoy life.
Go enjoy fucking life, dog. Like when I would go, like back in the day, I would go to Philly because my pops. I would go to Philly barbecue. They would have.
I never saw you there.
Nah, but I was in North because I was in North Philly. I was in the Badlands of North Philly. Dead ass. You was in North.
Yes, I was like, that's where I grew up. But it's funny. I'm joking, nigga. I know. What?
Drake was there.
My grandma was like a couple of streets from like Lehigh Avenue and shit. So yeah, so
even Allegheny, nigga.
Yeah. So I just remember they would have the whole block like blocked off and shit, and it just be kids running everywhere with this music playing with niggas with mad polo shit on. Just the older niggas with mad polo shit on, but the kids is looking crazy. But we just out there. It's literally food everywhere. It's coolers everywhere. And as a kid, you could just run up to anybody. Yeah, I call it a stoop because I got family from New York. But the porch, you can run to anybody porch
steps
and grab a soda out they shit, drink it. They won't say nothing to you, and you kept it pushing as a kid.
I remember when I used to go to cookouts with my dad. First of all, any cookout that I went to with my dad was fucking epic. As a kid, for me, what? I'm up to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning at this adults cookout where these kids, we just running wild. And my dad used to take me all types of places. I remember going places I have no idea where we were. I knew we was in the city. I knew we was, because as an adult, he got his own friends. Just like we bring our kids with us to our friends stuff, you know what I mean? And kids meet new kids. That's how I was, you know what I mean? But I remember distinctly, my dad knew wherever he was taking me, he knew it was going to be kids there and you're going to be playing. You'll bring your play sneakers with you. You're going to go there looking fly, but you're not going to come home looking like a dirtball after I done paid all this money for it. Bring your play sneakers when we get there.
I forgot.
He's raised by his pops. If I was raised by my dad my dad was making sure we was fly. Dads make sure they sons look fly. Mom's
I'm not going to disregard my dad because he definitely
mothers
did what he had to
do what they got to do.
I lived in a village. You know what I'm saying? It was me, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, my cousin Ty, and we all lived in the same household in Chislehurst and grew up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about hard times because I was a kid. But me looking in as a kid, being a kid, I didn't have everything, but I had the stuff that I wanted to have fun. You know what I mean? I was able to roam a whole neighborhood, and the only thing they said was, "Yo, make sure you're home for lunch to check in, and then make sure you're at where you say you're at." That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in here, say you be there, let me know if you leaving somebody's house, call me and let me know where you're going. That was it. That's all I had to do. So being able to just roam free in a neighborhood, and the only thing you worried about is being back at a certain time, just so you can be able to do that again, man. The freedom was awesome,
bro.
You know what I mean? So I had a great childhood, you know what I mean? Especially living where we lived at. Our childhood was just adventurous, literally adventurous.
But think about that shit when you saying that. Our kids now, Dre, will come to us and tell us they're tired. I want to go home. Our parents would have to rip us from wherever the fuck we was at. You would have to pry us from leaving. Yes. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm out that bitch living my best life. I will go sleep in your car if I'm tired, or take a nap on this porch for a few minutes and wake up and keep going.
I'm playing till I tap. And don't tell me we about to leave, and as we leave and you stop to talk to somebody, nigga, dip. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a little bit more. Now you got to find me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it in trouble this one because we out and about. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take this loss. But it's a W in my eyes because I got that little extra time. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That was all of us. You're literally describing exactly my childhood as well. When you stop to talk, I'm out. You don't even know. You got to come get me again. You got to do that whole thing again and come get me.
Yeah, in my mind, it's like, yo, why you tell me we leaving and we not leaving?
Yeah.
We ain't leaving. Oh, you talking another game? Fuck wrong with you? They just started something.
As you looking at them while they talking, you still talking? All right, Dad. Mom. Mom, bounce. I look at him bounce. My kids, real shit. My kids,
shut the fuck up.
My kids now will be like, Dad, I want to go home. I'm tired. Dog. If I went anywhere where it was more than 4 or 5 of my cousins, or I got along with these kids, Mom, good luck fucking finding me when you ready to go to fuck home. Good luck finding me. Good luck finding me. And when you, like, it could be 2 a.m, I'm still in the front running down these streets. Long as there's a light in front of this house where I can see, good luck finding me.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Can I piggyback off of that?
Go ahead.
Because I used to do the same thing when I was with my cousins, right? Am I the only nigga that still woke up at 8 o'clock
for the next event?
Yep.
I woke up at 8 o'clock, like on my own. Like because I've been told like I'm just an early bird. Even with my wife now, she'll be asleep. I'll be out here at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just that. I'll be up at 8 o'clock, even though I went to sleep at 3 o'clock.
I'll be up at 8. I'll be up at 8. We didn't have that.
You didn't have that to get in contact with your friends. You better be up early and find out where everybody is.
Not only that, but you had shows that you watched that you had to catch at certain times. So you
Sunday morning was good.
You gotta be up to catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Saturday morning was shit.
And
Saturday morning was shit, but Sunday morning was still good.
Yeah.
Outside by 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Until lunch. You wanted them 3 hours.
True.
You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock till 1 o'clock. You get somewhere 9, 10 o'clock. You want to be there and have enough time to get back by between 12 and 1 o'clock. Do your 1-2s with lunch, watch the shows.
His grandfather's made the best sandwiches in the world. I swear to this.
That, yo. I don't know how them
peace,
joints were dry and still great.
He made the best sandwiches. Every time I went to the nigga house, I would just wait. I would go play with this nigga. I knew his grandfather was making a sandwich. It just be a regular ass sandwich.
We can't leave until at least 2:30
till I get my sandwich.
I need to get these sandwiches and a tasty cake.
I'm still trying to understand. My grandpa. I'm still trying to understand how he put, like, all right, he ain't had sausages or bacon or whatever that morning, so he made hot dogs and eggs. I'm still trying to wonder how nigga, my hot dogs don't taste like this when I try to do this. This should taste disgusting.
They were different hot dogs back then.
It was different.
It's different food back then.
No, nigga. His shit was different. It was like, damn, this shit good as hell. Give me more hot dogs in my fucking head.
He was frying them Jones. You ain't even know it. He was
frying them. Yo, my grandpa, the first nigga with a wok. I said, oh. The fuck is that big ass circular pan? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, those were the
big
best
too. So he was lifting that big ass pan, throwing the food all up in the sky, catching all of that shit.
Those was the best.
He was a giant when I was a kid. Well, I wasn't even a kid then. Your grandfather was a giant.
Yeah, he was six.
His grandpa. Yeah, your grandpa used to big as shit to me. I see his grandpa. I'm like, yo, your grandpa. I was like, yo, why his grandpa got this big ass fucking. This lounge, you remember your grandpa used to sit in the lounge chair when you came in.
Yeah,
he had the chair. Back. He always back recliner chair. But I'm like, this big ass dude gets out of this chair.
My grandpa was like 6'2", 6'3",
but he would just he would just tower over.
But
the best time was waking up at your grandparents' house and all your cousins there. Say y'all, say all your aunts and uncles went there that day at your grandparents' house. They all met up. We all plotting like, yo, who was all staying at grandma's house?
Spending the night.
Who's staying at grandma's house tonight?
Who's spending the night?
Yo, see if your mom let you see. Always plot. See if your mom let you stay the night. Like, be plotting. Yo, go talk to your mom. That was like the most hardest thing you had to do. Was like, Mom, can I stay the night? But you ain't got no clothes. It's okay, Mom. I'm gonna take my clothes off. I'm gonna put them on me.
It's okay. They got pajamas.
I was always the guy that had to talk to his dad. And that was always the hardest fucking thing to do. Even though he would be like, go ahead most of the time. But when they wanted to come over my crib, is when it was different.
Yeah, because
what I think now, me as a grown man, it's funny when you look at the tables being turned.
You don't want to watch these kids.
I don't want to watch these motherfucking kids. You used to swear like, yo, y'all can never come. Yo, they can never come over my house. Why? I understand now. Get these kids the fuck out my goddamn house right now.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
For real.
Because you got to think, we will be up all night playing this. I remember when 64 came out. We will be up all night playing GoldenEye. Knowing you can see the nigga on the screen, because the screen would just split into 4. So you nigga like, yo, don't cheat and look at my screen.
What you looking?
You looking
at everybody's screen at the same time.
And I got the golden gun pussy.
Yeah.
One shot, one kill.
I used to play proximity mines. I used to throw the mines on all the hide where everybody would hide at. Because you remember, what was that show? Factory? Remember niggas used to be able to hide. What was a vent in the corner, that all gray board, you can go in the vent.
Everybody played that board with the golden gun. That was the board. I don't even remember the other board.
Nah, I don't.
My shit was fucking all the wrestling games, the WCW, Raw vs. War, the WWE, Monday Night Raw.
WCW had the best joint for 64.
What was that joint?
Nitro.
NWO
versus Nitro or some shit like that.
Have you ever went back and looked at the graphics for those games?
Yeah,
I just saw that meme about that the other day. Yeah, I was like, yo, this shit was terrible.
But shit, I got the new wrestling. I got the 2022 wrestling shit that came out.
All y'all had 64. You remember you on the WCW? You did your power. You had to hold the Z button on the joint and spin the joystick in the middle
until it filled up until you got to finish your move.
To do your finishing move, niggas. That's when niggas used to remember. We thought it was so real because you could pull the chair out the crowd.
Remember when you first got weapons? Well, when you could run to the backstage and be fighting them in the backstage, that shit blew your mind. That's the only thing you tried to do.
Yep.
Soon as the bell rung, let's go to backstage. We just running back there. We ain't fighting in no ring no more.
Let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all. I want to take this conversation deeper because I love this conversation. I feel like in the spirit world, this is probably where I would spend most of my time is nostalgia. Do you feel like people born in the 80s was born at the best time? And I'm gonna finish that. The reason why I say that is because we literally watched as technology went from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
When we were 20, when we were not 20, when we were 15 and we saw, I told y'all I had Dreamcast. And I remember my grandfather, this is the one time he let me plug my game into his TV. Because he had the TV with the joint on the back.
You remember
But it
grandparents?
was like a 36 inch.
The grandparents were the worst with the TVs.
Oh, he wasn't trying.
You gonna mess my TV up with that game?
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, what?
Yep.
Hey, what?
And it was only audio, video, or it was through RF.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it was through. But yeah, so he had a 36 inch, which to us was big back then. Nobody had bigger than like a 20 something. You know what I'm saying? It was the tube on the back. And I remember him walking in as I'm playing like NBA something on Dreamcast. And he's like, oh my gosh, I thought that was a real game. We go from that to actually being able to see the beads of sweat on a nigga in the basketball game. But do you think we was born at the best time? And don't y'all think that's interesting that we were born at the best time at that point?
Nigga, it was, dog. That's when the games was fire. The games was fire. You remember Sega? You remember buying the Sega and turning your box over on the Sega Genesis and seeing all the fucking games,
and you would just plot on the games. Yo, I want this one,
and I never got none of them.
None of them. But you would just sit there and imagine that shit.
Nintendo was the same way. When you bought your Nintendo at the bottom, when you had the box, the games, the high class games would be all at the bottom. You were like, oh, and then you
take
look
me
in the
back.
Yo,
that's when you got two controllers. You got two controllers plus a game, a playable game, not a demo. A playable game came with your shit. Nigga, you got
Nintendo stepped it up and gave you 2 in 1 cartridge.
Yo, dog. Nigga, that was the best time ever, dog. When I got my mom bought us, I remember for Christmas. My mom bought two Christmas I never forget. I never forget the Christmas I got my first Nintendo. But when I first got my not Nintendo 6 when I got Super Nintendo, she bought a super fucking Nintendo, 2 controllers, plus she gave us the booster controllers. Back when you used to have the turbo button on there, you had a switch with the turbo. She bought us that and rented that for Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
And she rented us because she knew we was getting this shit. She rented me and my brother Ninja Turtles. I think it was Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo. Me and that nigga went in my grandmother's back room. We lived in my grandma's house. Went in that back room for 4 hours until we beat that game. It was no saves back then. It was no cheat codes. It was just nigga grind until you get it done. 4 hours we played that shit.
Word.
This episode is going to be called Born in the 80s. No, I'm serious. Yeah. And then we going let's talk about that.
I remember my dad used to set up. Well, my dad, my grandparents, my family, when we had Christmas. First of all, our Christmas was bomb as shit because my whole family is there in the morning. The whole family is there. Me and my cousins, my brothers, whoever's there, we opening up gifts at the same time wherever I'm going. You know what I mean? And back in the day, you used to take the trips. You wake up early in the morning. You open your gifts. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. You open your gifts. You playing with your shit until about 10, 11 o'clock when you got to get dressed. And then you're off to your grandparents' house.
Yep.
And where you're the family coming because everybody's got to go to see the grandparents. They got their gifts there. You exchanging gifts. You having dinner there. You know what I'm saying?
Got next.
It was a 100% full-on event.
Did you have your action figure with you? The wrestler, at least one toy?
I always brought something with me. Always, but because you never knew what you was gonna get there, you know what I mean? Like you come there, you could hit or miss. Sometimes you get clothes, sometimes you get toys. You never know, you know what I mean? You always knew there was that one family member who was just giving out money. You know what I mean? Expect a card, expect cash. You know what I mean? But for sure, you brought something. But my parents used to they used to put gifts not even wrapped up, just out on display. So when you woke up, You just seen shit. Like, wait.
You got older and realized that's because they ain't feel like rapping them shits.
Yeah, they use that Santa Claus shit to the max. Like, oh, Santa must have left that there. You know, he ain't wrapping no gifts. But then when you watching movies, you see these niggas wrapping gifts in the movies. These elves and shit, they got these gifts wrapped for you, but whatever. So, motherfucking, we would go in there, and as soon as we seen what we had, because you were up before the parents is up, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know, oh no, I got to wake somebody up.
Do you know why?
Merry Christmas, wake up. Yo, can I open my shit? Go ahead,
talk about why you were up before your parents was up. Talk about it.
What the anxiety of first
of all, as a parent.
Oh, as a parent?
Yeah, why?
Oh, nigga, me, I'm asleep. Why am I asleep?
I'm asleep because I'm tired.
Because I'm up all goddamn night from putting the shit together. And putting the shit there, and just I'm first of all. Normally on Christmas, if it's Christmas Eve and I'm wrapping gifts, I'm definitely drinking. You know what I mean? I am drinking.
A new activity.
I'll be drinking.
I'm drinking I can't rap for shit. So my fiance will look at me while I'm rapping, and it's halfway in, she'll be like, "Baby, just give it to me. Just give it to me." And I'm like, "Here you go. Drink." You know what I mean? Like, but being up till 2:00 in the morning rapping gifts, and then you sit back, you watch TV or whatever. I'm trying to sleep till 10:00, but I know it's not gonna happen. I'm up at somebody's up at 6, 7 o'clock.
These kids like this. You like, yo, what the fuck?
They wake your ass right on up.
Let me tell you something. My fiance wakes up early for Christmas. You know what I mean? She'll be up like
that's because she's
if I'm asleep, she'll be towering over me like, wake up. I'll be like, all right.
Let's do this shit.
They conspired against me. Oh, wake up to wake me up. But yeah, I used to I couldn't wait to put whatever I got when we got them Super Nintendos, and I got Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
That nigga favorite game.
And Raheem used to play this game we played the game until it stopped working in the Nintendo. It was a point where we were
y'all didn't blow it?
Listen, we thought we had the fucking magic. Pushing it down up and down, close power. Oh, it ain't work. Blow the Nintendo. I'm gonna blow the game. He blow it. Throw it in. Boom. Press power 50 times. Power. On and off. Until it clicks on power. Oh, it's on. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Played that
the circuit board was broke.
Meanwhile, that shit is burning the fuck out. You know what I mean? Hours of playing, bro. Nostalgia of the shit that we did brings back the joy of the fucking childhood. And I feel like, we grew up in the best era for sure. The experiences of us just being out and about and roaming the fucking woods and not having to worry about the shit that people worry about now. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows what's in these woods nowadays. But back then, it was just, you were just gone. People find me, bugs. You know what I mean?
Find me. That's what the thing was. Good luck finding me.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. No, your parents found you because you had respect. Yeah, you was there, and then when they didn't find you, got your ass whipped. That's what kept you in check.
Yeah,
the street lights. When I knew the street lights was coming on,
violence kept your ass in check.
I knew the street lights was about to come on. It's like, yo, I got to get in front of my house.
Yeah, PTSD from the last time your ass didn't make it in time.
It's a true thing.
Oh shit, I ain't even getting hit. Let me get my ass back there right now.
And it's a simple request. All your parents are saying, yo, I just need to know where to find you. Don't make me come looking for you. That's all I want. That's all. And I get that now. It's like, yo, do what you do, but don't make me come looking for you, yo.
And you know why? Because they want to be embarrassed. Yeah, no. I mean that, but the one thing that my grandparents used to always say: don't embarrass me and get your ass embarrassed out here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I heard that
if
shit.
you embarrass me, I am going to embarrass you. That is a fact. For real. And this embarrassment is different. Yeah, you made me look bad. I'm gonna make you feel bad and look bad. You know what I mean?
Yo, you remember how you had to look for your friends? You had to look at the house that had the most bikes in front of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, who got the most bikes in front of their crib?
Yo, I'm gonna take it even further, and please keep going. You knew who had which bike.
Yeah, you did.
You knew who had which bike.
And you knew the designated spots to check.
You had 4 houses that you can check, like because their parents wasn't home or they wasn't home at a certain time. But you did know where your homie bike, like, this ain't that nigga bike, like, fuck. Like, or you ride past the crib, you see 2 bikes, you're like, nah, these niggas ain't here. Like, damn, where the fuck is? That's why I think 80's kids is so much on time. If we said we're going to meet,
nigga, do you see the person you're next to?
Yeah, nah, I know. But that's why that nigga was always roaming the neighborhood looking for motherfuckers.
From Dre, like he be on time.
But dog,
at least, I definitely don't.
But back then, your homie said, "Yo, we meeting up at the park to leave from the park at 4, and you got to that motherfucking park at 4:30. You spent the rest of your day from 4:30 on trying to find out what these niggas is doing or where they at, and then you will meet times." But I'm saying, bro,
if you home and you waiting for something,
like say
you have nothing else to do. If you waiting for this one particular moment,
yeah.
What? Remember when in the summertime when you had designated places to go swimming, people had pools.
Yeah,
there's only a few people who had pools, and you were literally waiting for a certain. My grandparents used to always tell me, yo, you can't call nobody's house till after a certain time. You know what I mean? Like after 9, 10 o'clock, that's when you can call somebody. Be calling these because I used to wake up and I'd be like, yo, I'm ready to call them right now to see if I can come over. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You had to wait.
12.
Had to wait, and you're literally waiting with anticipating. Look at the clock. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go watch my show. It's 8:15. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? I've been sitting here for an hour and 25 minutes. It's only 8:15. You know what I mean? Like, how is this gonna be happening? Bro, the longest time in the world.
Bro, we used to have we would say we're gonna do a big ride out on all our bikes. We're just gonna ride around all these different neighborhoods. And niggas was like, yo, we're gonna meet up at the park at 12. Nigga, if you got there late, you spent all day riding to all the places you had planned on meeting these niggas. And then when you finally catch up to them, bro, you missed it. This happened, that happened. You like
sick. Like blowing up schools?
Nah, think about it, Dre.
That only happened when a fight happened. Yo, you missed it. Such and such got crossed over. Such and such got beat up.
You don't.
Other than that, it was like, yo, you trying to play ball?
You ain't never have an event that you and your homies planned out days in advance.
What?
And you missed. Play. How about this? Go and play Killer Man. Y'all all gonna go play football, Killer Man at the park at a certain time, and you got there late, and it's over.
Nigga, no.
See, when it came to football, and I wasn't the greatest later on as far as like people, but they came to get me. I wasn't. No, they came to get me because yo, we playing football. Yo, niggas knocking on my door back then.
You had some. You supposed to be at somebody's crib. I'm supposed to be at somebody's crib at a certain time, and you get there late as shit, and you looking around and nigga, everybody got ice cream sandwiches or snow cones or popsicles or fucking ice cream cones. Yo, what? Such dad bought everybody ice cream. Nigga, what?
Dog, ain't come get me. You ain't knock on my door this time, motherfucker.
Nigga, what? Dog. Yeah, what? We not missing this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to be here and you were not.
I'm gonna tell you a story about KB, my brother Kyle. Me and Reem one time, this is my dad living in Pleasantville. We told Kyle, yo, we are leaving from this neighborhood at such and such time. This nigga all the kids in the neighborhood gathered. This nigga KB ain't come. Me and Reem went to like 3 different neighborhoods with all these kids, played football from about 4 o'clock to like 8:30 at night. We came back. This nigga was sick because we were just telling him how bomb this shit was of us playing football all fucking day. That he got mad and told my dad, and my dad was like threatened to whip our ass. Like, yo,
why?
Because we left this nigga. When y'all all go together, y'all stick together just in case something happens. Kyle spent all day, all through Pleasantville, looking for us in every neighborhood, at every park, every field. And we came back with the whole crew that we just left out with, covered in dirt, telling like, yo, I cracked this dude, I cracked him, just was the most epic story. But he missed it because,
sick.
You missed it. Tough shit. You learned a valuable, just like I be telling these kids now, you learned a valuable lesson, didn't you? What's that lesson? All right, then.
Be there. But think about why our time was the best. I don't know. I was talking about family matters, TGIF Friday. You had to sit there because there was no Netflix to binge watch it or go back. You missed the episode. You missed an episode,
and you had to wait. If it was a new season, you had to wait. Back then there were 18 episodes a season type shit.
22.
You know what I'm saying? Like 22. Yeah, imagine having to wait 22 weeks and then you gotta wait for the recycle to see the one you missed. Or hopefully they put it on some. If it was a major show, they only played it at that one time slot.
Yeah,
once a week.
And you just saw it then,
and you had to catch it. There was no DVR. You had to, and if the only way you was watching that shit is if you were rich enough to have a VCR that would record the show, but it have a timer.
What time on your VCR?
And it was hard as hell to
program it.
Program the bitch. So you had to be a fucking scientist.
If you remember, that was the running joke in every TV show, is that the time on the VCR was too hard to program. So no one did it. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Jerry, what was your show that not talking about Martin, but as a kid, what was your show that you had to watch as a kid? TV show, not a cartoon that you had to watch. I know what it is, but I want you to tell everybody.
You know,
I know what my shit
is. Boy Meets
World. What was mine?
Boy Meets World.
No. That one, no. By the time I started watching that was coming on after school.
Okay.
So it was TGIF, but the reruns would come on after school, so I would get them anyway. And then the new ones was on TGIF. I wasn't watching. I was too old for TGIF. Boy Meets World was more of a Boy Meets World. Nah, bro, we was like
13,
12, 13. I wasn't watching TGIF.
Yes, I was.
It was a new shit on then. It wasn't Family Matters no more. Or if it was Family Matters, Urkel was fucking 3 versions of Stefan by then.
So what did you have to watch? Like, dog, I had to watch TGIF.
It was probably Family Matters. Back then, Family Matters was the one I could not miss.
Mine was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Salute Your Shorts.
That was but that was for like 2 seasons.
That was but I mean 2 seasons is a lifetime back then.
It was great.
You know what I mean? Remember, once a week.
Double Dare.
But that came on so much. Yeah. You could catch
Double Dare. It was a big show
a couple times a week.
What was it, John? Pete and Pete? With the one brother has a tattoo?
Yeah. And they had pit stains.
Yeah.
The bully.
Bro, that shit. And you gotta think, I think about it now, right?
They just made a new Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I remember that.
The episode was like an hour long. I was like, oh shit, this shit is like a movie now.
It's crazy now, right? Because I remember, bro, my dad will watch Good Times. I liked Good Times, or he will watch shit like what's that other shit with the nigga from fucking the Archie Bunker shit.
I watched Sanford and Son.
It was all in the family, but he was a cop on something in the heat of the night.
In the heat of the night, okay, yeah.
I would be like, why is my dad watching these fucking shows? It's just as boring.
Nah, they wasn't.
Now, but now I'm understanding as a guy who watches Friends, who watches The Office, who watches shit over and over again, that like from years ago, these kids is looking at me the same way. Like, this shit, like, what's so funny? Jim looking at the fucking at the camera like this. They don't understand it.
They don't understand it. Yeah.
I didn't understand why my dad was watching fucking Matlock. I'm like, bro,
what?
Get this shit off the
Star Trek. Listen, my dad and my uncle, Star Trek, MASH.
MASH, that was time to go to sleep.
I know we hated MASH.
I used to wake up in the middle of the night, coming there, my uncle be on the couch, just laid up. And I'm like, what are you watching? He was like, you ever watch MASH, nephew? Like, no.
Mind you,
these dudes in the army.
Mind you, our stupid asses never got past the intro, and the shit was actually funny.
We knew it was time to go to sleep when MASH came on.
It was funny. We never got past the intro.
Go to bed. Yep.
It was a comedy.
I was like,
once you see that helicopter flying in. Yep. Once you see that, once you see that helicopter coming across the screen, like, turn this shit off.
Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck this.
I never realized it was a comedy until I got older, and I was like, oh, them niggas was funny. And some of them niggas from there are on other shit. I'm like, yo, that nigga funny as hell.
Yeah.
No,
Bro.
it was a comedy. You just never known it.
Never, because you look at that, it was adult shit though. We was kids,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So we would have never grasped the concept of the shit that they were talking about because it wasn't our world.
Hell no. Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island.
Kev love this shit.
I used to watch.
My grandfather used to watch Gilligan's Island. Like, yo, what the fuck is Gilligan's Island? Like, why they can't get off this island?
I used to watch that shit. I used to look at these motherfuckers like, what? Just like, huh? And I didn't understand the jokes back then. I used to be looking like, that's goofy or that's weird. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, I just couldn't do it. Bewitched.
Yeah.
All of that block of shows. Bewitched. It was a block of shows, and I told you we ain't had cable. A block of shows. Bewitched. Fucking
I Love Lucy.
I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie was good, dog.
No, but there was that block of shows. I'm like, why? Yeah. I'm like, bro, I can't. I did.
Nick at Night.
I just like, no, I got one for you. I got one for both of y'all. I got one for both of y'all. When you was born in the 80s and this shit was your shit because there was nothing else on.
Do it.
What?
Small Wonder.
Niggas thought I was that nigga.
Small Wonder. Not Webster, nigga.
Not
Small
Webster.
Wonder. The girl robot.
Oh, when she lived in the closet, when her chest opened up, had the computer,
the circuitry and shit.
That shit. Yeah.
That was the one. If you ain't had cable, that's what you watched when
she
you was home from school.
She lived in the closet. She was a robot sister that lived in the closet.
Yep.
They had her like the broom closet, but she was a robot. A little white girl. She had suspenders on. Yo, come on. Okay,
I have to look it up later.
Dog, did you remember Alf at least?
Yeah, I know Alf.
These nigga always try to eat the cat.
Yeah, and I never really paid attention to that, but he really was eating animals.
Small Wonder. You don't remember that white girl? I remember that. She was a computer. They were.
This nigga got zapped by CERN. He don't remember Small Wonder. CERN got to him.
I don't think I ever watched it.
I did. I remember.
He said you had cable. We had cable.
Dog. How about this, dog? I remember I caught myself one summer, dog. Real shit.
Jerking off Small Wonder.
Nah, watching Lassie. Nigga, I watched Lassie. I watched like 2 episodes of Lassie.
I watched Lassie.
Hooked on Lassie for a summer.
I hated black and white.
Mad as shit that I got hooked on Lassie for a whole summer, but would stop to go watch this shit.
Summers will do that to you though.
Yeah.
Summers will get you liking certain shit that you like. What the fuck? But it'll do that to you though. For real. And Summers will definitely do that.
And Gumby.
Yes,
that's my
because
shit.
of the boredom.
You get attached to shit. Born in the 80s, bro. Yes.
Yeah, you only had so much. You only had so much shit to do. Besides,
why you keep looking at the ceiling?
I'm thinking about
that's where his memories are.
You only had. You only had so much.
Hey, look at
I'm looking because I'm just thinking about this shit. Because this house that I'm in right now. This is where I spent my childhood. This is where I spent my childhood at. So I remember, like, you only had so much shit to do, dog. It was like, yo, I will watch Gumby. I will watch Lassie. Once that shit was over, I will play with my Hot Wheel cars with my cousin, and that was it. Like, nigga, we were just talking. You sent me shit about X-Men. I didn't know these niggas These niggas wasn't punching or doing any of that shit or hurting anybody with shooting laser gun. Who sent me that?
It wasn't me.
Who wasn't punching? Because Wolverine was climbing up Sentinels and slicing their heads off.
It was
Sentinels, but there wasn't no actual violence being displayed.
You tagged
people and people, yeah.
You tagged me in it. It was no violence in the shit. I was like, yo.
They were always attacking and they would be able to block attacks or backflip off of it.
Still the greatest show
Wolverine used to get.
It's coming back
in a second. Sentinels used to hit people though.
No,
they used to punch, hit you.
Batman, the animated series, that's 30 years old. That came out today. It's 30 years old. Now, Batman, the animated series, that shit was dark. They used to punch. Yeah, because the one
show.
And it was always on a rooftop.
Yeah,
he was always fighting on a rooftop. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, niggas was getting killed on that shit. Like, they killed Robin on that shit. Like, Robin killed the Joker. He shot one episode. Robin shot the Joker and killed him because the Joker.
I gotta watch it again.
You gotta watch it. Watch when the Joker made Robin crazy and the Robin killed the Joker. He couldn't stop laughing. He killed the Joker in front of Batman, and Batman was looking at him like, "Why did you do it?" Yo,
remember Gargoyles?
Yeah, Gargoyles was fucking amazing.
What? That was my shit.
Yes. All of those are after school. Those were after school fucking whatchamacallits. That's what being born in the 80s will do. I could play some commercials for you for right now that I just looked at the other day that'll literally instantly bring you back to your childhood.
Yeah, I believe
right now. The fucking Honey Nut Cheerios Christmas commercial. It's usually Christmas commercials or Easter commercials that'll do that for you.
Bro,
But nostalgia is very powerful.
Yeah, I never forget when my grandfather rented WrestleMania 3 when Hulk Hogan fought the Ultimate Warrior because my grandfather was big into wrestling. That was 1986. No, 80. Was it 86 or 89?
So you was 15?
Oh no. I was 89 because I was 6 years old.
I was say you remember watching wrestling while you was 3?
No, I was 89 because I was 6. It was Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. Never forget that WrestleMania. One of the biggest, because you got to think at that time, Hulk Hogan was the shit. Like wrestling, nigga, I had the Hulk Hogan, it was like a pillow that you can wrestle with the nigga.
Yeah, the action figure pillow
that made noises. I had the WWF ring. I had the ring.
Made noises.
It did make noise like
yeah, brother.
Nigga, I had the toys. They only had certain moves. Like you can like Ultimate Warrior had like you twist the nigga like this.
Clothesline the shit
clothesline. Like
remember the ring? You used to get the whole ring. And you'd grab a bunch of characters, and when all your friends came over, y'all pick characters, and it's a Royal Rumble. What?
Yes, Royal Rumble was the shit, dog. You ain't never played Royal Rumble at your boys' house. They had like all the wrestlers. You just
y'all had friends.
Yes, we had a lot. We had friends and cousins. Like I would go to this nigga house and play Royal Rumble with this nigga. Like we would sit there for hours and play Royal Rumble. Like yo, you can't throw him out now.
He didn't have friends. He was homeschooled. Like Robin Williams in what's the movie where he was an adult? He was a kid in an adult's body.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm talking about?
Which is another thing about being born in the 80s. That was like Jack or some shit.
Jack, yeah.
Yo, but they took
right.
Yeah, because 80s
that was my shit, man.
80s took chances on
rest
movies.
In peace, Robin Williams, bro. He was the king of our childhoods, my nigga.
For real. Comedy wise,
Niggas took chances on movies back then. Think about this. Think about the shit they took chances on that niggas now making remakes. I remember when Tron came out. Tron was my shit. I'm like
Total Recall.
Yeah,
that was my shit, and that came out when we were babies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I saw that in the movies.
I remember Total Recall in the movies.
Yeah, with my mom and my dad. They was together. That's how long ago it was. And I thought that shit was the weirdest shit ever. Yes. I remember seeing it and being
that shit was rated R. I couldn't go to the movies to see that.
Remember when
I was young.
I don't remember the movie. See, that's the funny thing. I don't remember everything. I just remember the part where their mask somebody's mask came off.
His mask, he had the mask, he was a lady.
A bitch had 3 titties.
I remember the 3 titties.
And his eyes, I remember the 3 titties too.
3 titties.
I remember the fucking the scary part was when the nigga shit came off and the shit was happening to it. I only remember
that off his face.
No, his eyes was about to pop out his head.
When they fell down the hill on Mars and they couldn't breathe and their faces started fucking. They was about to explode and shit.
That's the only thing I remember. That's how I know I saw it in the movies because I was like scared of that and I never watched it again.
But think about that. Aliens came out back then, like. Turtles. I remember seeing Turtles in the movie theaters in 89. I was so fucking scared because I did not want to see what these fucking turtles look like, dog. I was petrified that when these turtles come on screen, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I was only 6 years old, dog, when the shit came out. When Turtles came out, dog, that was the best. You got to think about it. The first Ninja Turtles, if you go back and look at it, it was not meant for kids. They was cursing. It was real fighting. Like it was a lot of action.
The movie,
Then the second one,
It should have
kept it like that. They should keep the one. They should take the one that's happening now and make it like that. Which they are coming out with another one, by the way.
Yeah, my daughter right now,
my ain't doing it.
Yeah, my 2-year-old loves Ninja Turtles. She will watch Ninja Turtle 1 faithfully. Like that, I want to watch Turtles. I'm like, yeah, this was my Turtles. Turtles 2 was cool, but it was more cartoonish. That first one,
that first one was raw.
It's fuck.
When they were when Raph was getting his ass whooped, Bro, that was heartbreaking.
Amazing.
You sitting there, you up in a fucking library or a bookstore or whatever in the attic, and you talking about your brother, and the nigga falls through the roof, and all the niggas drop down. Boom! It's like y'all tried to kill my brother. They really whooped his ass, and they showed the whole ass whooping he received, holding him, whooping his ass, bro. You like, damn, he bleeding. He was bleeding. What? They had Master Splinter chained to a wall, and you got to watch Shredder backslap him with razors on his arm.
He put the razors out. He's gonna kill this nigga. Put this shit on.
Yeah, but the first thing he did was, you know what I mean, and then, you know what I'm saying, like that shit was raw. Watching real gang violence. Yo, what's crazy is when you watch the Foot Clan and how they were. You were like, damn, I would have been part of the Foot Clan if I didn't have to fight the Turtles. Nigga, these niggas got a whole clubhouse. They out here fucking selling cigarettes and Gamp. This nigga 14 playing poker. What's going on? Playing pool? Oh shit, these niggas got a fucking whole half pipe in the
motherfucking joint.
Skateboarding and doing BMX tricks in here. Shit, I don't even see this shit in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to get your ass whooped by the Ninja Turtles. That sounds like a nice ordeal.
Hell yeah.
But
that shit was crazy.
They definitely got soft on the second one. It was still enjoyable.
But think about can you name good movies that they're trying to like remake now that was just the shit in the 80s with low budgets? Come on, Dre. I know you got some.
I don't know. I mean,
low budget or just not as enjoyable.
Big Problem in Little Chinatown.
They made a new one?
No, they didn't make it, but look how horrible that movie. It was that
was my shit, yo.
But it was made in the 80s. Big Problem.
It was a science fiction genre, though, in the 80s. I mean, for that to be in the 80s, that shit was dope. They had motherfuckers flying around looking like Raiden, a dude who could make himself fucking grow and explode. You know what I'm saying? They had a demon grandfather, who was funny as shit. Now you really pissed me off to no end. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that nigga was funny.
Mortal Kombat.
Lopan.
The first Mortal Kombat. That was good.
Yeah.
Street Fighter was horrible. Dog, I remember.
I don't know. It was okay for me as a kid.
When you was a kid, it was great.
Yeah. They tried to remake. It was great. They tried to remake House Party. How bomb. I did not realize House Party 1 was not for us, dog.
No.
It was not for us, but they made it. Kid and Play. I forgot Kid and Play had a cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yo, these niggas had a cartoon. You don't remember the Kid and Play cartoon?
They definitely had a cartoon. And it looked like what reminded me of the Kid and Play cartoon? The Proud Family. The way the graphics were on the Proud Family was like the Kid Play cartoon. So maybe it was ahead of its time. What, they only had like one season or something like that?
2 seasons.
2 seasons?
About to wrap it up.
Kid and Play cartoon?
Yeah.
I remember it was great. I remember a lot of cartoons from back then.
Nigga, Captain Bucky O'Hare.
Oh, do yourself a favor. This is the type of shit I do. That's why I said nostalgia is probably the biggest thing that touches me. Go on YouTube, look at a whole bunch of just go down that rabbit hole.
80s intros,
90s intros.
Bro, I'm gonna do that today. Everybody, we tell y'all to do that because we about to wrap this shit the fuck up. But listen, for all the niggas that grew up in the 80s, you watch Ninja Turtles cartoon. And when
Power Rangers,
when Little House on the Prairie came on, you turned that shit the fuck off with to play with your friends for the remainder of the evening.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, man.
It came on right after Turtles.
All right, Captain.
We out of here.
All right, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Oh my gosh, that was a horrible fucking show, dog. That was a horrible.
Yo, I'm sorry. Before we go, Land of the Lost. What? You don't remember Land of the Lost?
I do, but it was mid for
dinosaurs.
Me. Dinosaurs is great.
Oh, the John Wick.
Not the mama.
Dinosaurs. Look at Kev ready to say not the daddy.
Not the mama. I remember that.
You all the daddies.
Not the mama. That was my shit, dog.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor and look those up on YouTube. I'm telling you, you'll start to that should have hit you in a different way. You're like, oh my gosh, I remember this show. Especially with cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons definitely, dog. Just everything. Everything about that time frame. If I can go back 30 fucking years, I would do it. Like, let's do it all over again.
That was gonna be something I would ask y'all. Would y'all go back and start over?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to know.
Let's keep that for the conspiracy. I would. So we got for the time machine.
After like 12, I wouldn't want to fuck with nothing. I would let it go back, but I would just love to relive it. I would just love to if my vision can be there, just me seeing everything all over again. That's it.
What about feeling?
Nah, because I had some hard. As fun as that era was in '90s, there was a lot of shit going on back then that you just blocked out as a kid. I seen a meme today. This dude was like, he found his Nintendo 64. He's like, I wish I could go back to when I was a kid playing this shit. And he went back in time and he's playing as a kid. And then he heard his parents arguing in the background. I fucking hate you. You're a fucking loser. You're a piece of shit. Like they were just passing on each other. And he's like, oh, this is what I blocked out when I was playing my game.
Oh. Absolutely.
This is why I love this game so much.
It's like it made me escape from my actual life.
Hey, yo, for real, yo, that's crazy, yo. We'll get into that with the conspiracy theory shit. Yo, I'm gonna wait for that. Yeah, we out of here, y'all.
As always, peace.
Deuce.
Don't let CERN fuck your life up.